landlords. Well, I think one thing that I was wanting to do was a housing fair. So by doing that, we will be able to get reputable landlords all under one roof, so students could come along and see who we recommend and who we think is best. And then I know the student landlord survey is something that has been done in the past, so we definitely keep up with that to make sure that students are getting housing that is appropriate for them.
Rogue landlords. Well, basically, in my manifesto, I've claimed that I want to create an accommodation fair. So basically, in the accommodation fair, all we'll have is reputable landlords who are affiliated to Liverpool Student Homes and who are recommended by Liverpool Student Homes. And that way they'll be all under the one roof and students can pick whichever landlord they want. There'll be no landlords out that are rogue landlords. And that's what I would deal with that.
Rogue landlords is a big problem for people. I've had a couple of them, believe me, you can't work with them sometimes. So what we're going to do, we already work with Rate Your Landlord. I want to continue working with them to make sure students know who are the best landlords to go with. In the case of rogue landlords, I want students to be able to come talk to me and talk to the housing advisor, and we'll try and work out the best way to help them in tackling the issue and seeing what's best for them, in the case of deposits, not getting this services they need, and see if we can talk with the council to try and help them there as well.
With rogue landlords, you'd obviously go through the system of this Liverpool student housing, so I'd try my best to work with them to handle it, and also try my best to just go through any form of tackling it without having to go to the police or taking legal action, but if that's the best way to go. I'd obviously encourage students and give them any help that they need taking legal action against the rogue landlord.
I would tackle rogue landlords by having a housing advice professional come into uni and do surgeries. Probably about once a week you would be able to drop into the SU offices and speak to someone who knows the trade and all the laws surrounding housing and landlords. Students by getting more money in their pockets, by also getting a financial advisor in to help with budgets. I think every student needs a budget, and I think they don't usually use budgets. I've not used the budget, and therefore I'm really far into my overdraft. I think that now more than ever it's really important that we know where's best to put our money, what we should best do with our money, and what resources the union has available for students.
I'd try and work through how it works to get them a position around the university. I'd try employability events where I'd get local businesses to come in, be it for voluntary work which could lead to a job or just for a job outright. And I'd also have workshops where people could work on their CVs, and they're trying to, even though they're doing the work to better make themselves more employable, I'm going to give them all the available chances to become more employable.
Okay, so finance is a big issue these days. I don't know about you guys, but I've noticed tuition fees are going up, cost of living going up, money in my pocket not really existing anywhere. So what am I going to do? One of the ways I want to do is get a financial advisor in. That way we can talk about how best to get money, save money, spend money, and in that case, how to get the most value out of your money. I also work with students to find out what's available to them, so they can have different access to things, such as access to learning funds.
Well, everyone's feeling the pinch, and this is the thing. I try and work with the actual university so that canteens can lower the prices of food, shops can lower the prices of sweets and treats and things like that there when students are in class, because basically, especially with Hope Park, there's not many options for eating out or anything like that there if you have to eat on campus. So you need a bit more money in your pocket, and for that reason I would probably lobby the university on getting canteens to reduce the prices.
I would like to do personal development workshops which would sort of give students an outline of what hidden costs they face, because I think a lot of students forget about sort of summer rent and other things like that, so I would remind them of that and also tell them about the funds that are available to them from the university and from the Students' Union, and try and help them out with sort of anything like that, budgeting and trying to manage the money that they've got, because obviously we all know it's not a great deal.